You've obviously got a star quarterback. He started for you over the last 2 seasons, won a national championship for you against Georgia, coming back in the second, coming into the game in the second half a couple of years ago. Last year, before his injury, Tua was completing about 71% of his passes. We all know what we've seen from him, but not as well as you. When you talk about this detail that you're doing for ESPN Plus, give us some insight into what you're going to break down about your now former star quarterback who's entering this NFL draft.
Well, I think, Tua is a unique player in a lot of ways. The guy is very instinctive, and I think sometimes people sort of overlook that. They look at stats, they look at on-field performance, they'll even look at injury history in his case and a lot of different things. But, the bottom line when you play quarterback, you got to be a good leader, which he is very good at. You got to have a great understanding of what your role is and how you execute, so you distribute the ball to other people so they can make plays. And he is extremely gifted in being able to do that. You've got to be accurate and you've got to have great judgment. So when you make these decisions, you're delivering the ball in the right place at the right time and accurately enough that the people that are catching it can go make plays with it. And I really don't think that there's anybody who has demonstrated that they can do that any better than he can. He's done a marvelous job, in his time here, doing those types of things, which is, to me, what we expect our quarterback to do, and he's done it extremely well.
He's incredibly gifted. I think anybody can see that. But the legitimate questions that have existed about him strictly pertain to his durability. He has spoken out about it, saying, I'm not playing badminton. I'm not swimming. This is football. It's a violent sport. Injuries come with the territory. Where do you fall in terms of that line of thinking? Some people questioning his durability, him obviously not being concerned about it because he believes injuries come with football. What do you say to that?
Well, I think that, Tua is a durable guy. He's a hardworking guy. He's a very physical, built guy. I think, Tua is a great competitor. And I think that if you look at a lot of the injuries that he's had here, and just about every one of them, it's because he is a great competitor. And a lot of quarterbacks would have thrown the ball away already, when maybe he got hit late in the down. Both of his ankle injuries and his hip injury all came late in the down, where, you could argue that why do you still have the ball? The play is dead. Why don't you just throw the ball away? And I think this is something that he needs to learn, how to do, because he's such a great competitor and he wants to make a play. Sometimes you got to say, hey, the other guy's won. All right, we're not going to make a first down on this play. This is not going to be a big play. I got to give up on this play. The downside and the risk of getting hit and getting injured is a lot greater than trying to gain 5 yards here. So that's something that I feel like he needs to learn. We've talked to him a lot about it, but you don't want to take a guy's competitive spirit away, and that's something that is unique in him that I think is a great quality, that he is such a competitor and he wants to win, and it affects everybody else on his team that he plays with, because that's where a lot of his leadership qualities really impact other people.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus.